Okay, again, check back again. I find that I use a much wider variety of tools when I'm doing this. When I first started, I had all kind of crazy ideas of this tool and that tool, and as I started making more pots, I realized that I really didn't need all those tools. And now I find that I'm using more. So this is I'm actually more in my element, if you want to call it that. This is not actually the tool that I like to use for doing this. I can't seem to find it. Most of these that I've been doing, take me, like the Schwarzenegger one that I did, the face pot, both of them actually, took me about an hour to do. And as time goes on, I plan on actually, the majority of the pots that I'm going to do will probably take even longer than that. I don't really want to be a potter as much as a sculptor of pots, I guess. Selling pieces doesn't have to be, but it's kind of a part of it. Knowing that someone would actually buy something you made. I just really don't see myself, sitting in front of the wheel for 8 hours, repeating pieces, making, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have great respect for people who can do that. I wish I could do that, because I appreciate the value. It's just something about, being raised in Pittsburgh and my dad working in a mill, and utilitarian pieces, I find that, that's how I learned to do some of the stuff I do, is because I did it because it needed to be done. I needed to do it if I wanted it. So I learned to do a lot of things. Not having money sometimes is an advantage, education-wise, when it comes to working with your hands. But I do see myself sitting in front of the wheel for, 15 hours a day when I can, carving and sculpting things. To me, that's the fun part. I usually don't have a whole lot of a plan, just a basic idea when I'm doing these. As time goes on, I think pieces that I do have, that when I finally feel that I'm confident enough that I could sell what I'm making, they're going to be non-food. I mean, my problem is, I can say I use lead-free glazes, but really you need to test the pieces to make sure there's no leaching and all, because there are poisonous chemicals you're using in a lot of these glazes and clays and stuff. And I don't plan on doing any one particular thing exactly the same twice. I never do. So testing would be useless. I'm really not guaranteeing, that pieces are safe. If I, change the glaze or the clay or the technique every time I do a piece, I can't do it. So fortunately, I won't be making very many utilitarian type pieces. I'm not sure exactly what I want to call them or what they're going to be, but just more, throne sculpture, I guess is the best term. Basically just getting the outline of my shape. I'm not real worried about it. Just worried about thickness and, you know, leaving it thick where I need it to be thick right now. That's the plan. I'll continue to do this for a while, and then I'll do another clip when I get to something a little more interesting. Hey, thanks for watching.